There's a very recent update about the COVID-19 vaccine. To be more particular, we have details about how much would one dose of COVID vaccine cost. Stay glued and watch the full episode to know the cost of the vaccine along with few other facts. COVID-19 has caused unimaginable challenges to the world, and as there is no immediate solution to the virus, people are actually waiting for the much debatable herd immunity. It is believed to save humanity from the virus, but not all medical experts agree to that. There are two ways of obtaining herd immunity. One, through letting a large number of population get infected, which also has the risk of a huge number of deaths, yet people are looking forward to it. The next way to get herd immunity is through vaccination. Over 100 vaccine projects are in the field. Serum Institute of India is the world's largest vaccine manufacturer, and they announced that the COVID-19 vaccine developed by the University of Oxford will hit the Indian markets by October this year. Millions of people across the country are looking forward to this vaccine. At the beginning of June, a company named AstraZeneca and Serum Institute of India reached a licensing agreement to supply 1 billion doses of the Oxford University vaccine to middle and low income countries including India. Both companies had committed to provide 400 million doses by this year end. Serum Institute said that they have invested more than $100 million in this project to meet the demand of vaccination. As the human trial of the Oxford vaccine is giving successful results, the CEO of Serum Institute of India has said that the mass production of vaccine against the COVID-19 will start in the first quarter of next year, but they will be manufacturing few million doses in next few months at the company's personal risk. And the human trials in India will start next month. He also said that the vaccine will be affordable and its cost will be kept under 1,000 rupees per dose. Yes, the cost of COVID-19 vaccine that is being developed by the Oxford University and manufactured by Serum Institute of India is around 1,000 rupees. Based on the results of the human trials, few doses of this vaccine will be launched by the end of this year. So this is the estimated cost of COVID-19 vaccine. When we see in dollars, the vaccine costs around 13 US dollars. But 1,000 rupees is still a big deal for majority in India. And also, given the economic challenges now, even more families will not be able to afford this corona vaccine. The last vaccine to end a global viral disease was polio vaccination. It ended outbreaks that affected lakhs of people in India. Many died and many were paralyzed. Polio vaccine was invented in the mid-1950s, and that was the time when medical insurance was not very popular. Let's be real here. Medical insurance is not very popular even now in India. Polio vaccine came in a time when new drugs were not protected with multiple patents, and medical research was not seen as a way to become rich. Polio vaccine actually did not even have a patent. But when the first effective drug for AIDS was introduced in 1992, it costed around $10,000 per year or $800 per month in the US, and it was the most expensive prescription drug in history at that time. The price of medicines has been a very sensitive subject in India too. Every year, about 55 million people are pushed into poverty because of very high healthcare expenses, and of this, more than 50% are spent on medicine purchases alone. The affordability of medicines is very important. The pharmaceutical industry of India was worth 1.36 trillion rupees last year. Every few years, the Ministry of Health gives a national list of essential medicines. These are essential medicines for the treatment of common conditions, and they automatically come under the Drug Price Control Order or DPCO. The government has special powers to bring any item of medical necessity under price controls. This provision was used to regulate the prices of cardiac stents and knee implants. An organization called the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, which is an independent body of experts in the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, it enforces these prices and the availability of the medicines under the National List of Essential Medicines. The Drug Price Control Order follows a market-based pricing mechanism. The ceiling prices of scheduled medicines will be allowed an annual increase as per the Wholesale Price Index as notified by the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. In case of non-scheduled medicines, while there is no price cap but a price increase of 10% per annum is allowed. Before 2013, the DPCO followed a cost-based pricing mechanism that was based on the costs involved in manufacturing a medicine along with reasonable profit margins. Price controls have become an important tool in government hands to make drugs affordable. Now, COVID vaccine is being developed at a time when drug development is one of the most profitable businesses in the world. Disputes regarding ownership of drug patents are dragged to court of law, and the manufacturers are allowed to set any price no matter how extraordinary. The investors are already looking to see big money through a COVID-19 vaccine. A company named Moderna in Boston has partnered with the National Institutes of Health in the vaccine race. The market cap of Moderna has tripled since February this year. That is, it has gone from $7 billion to $23 billion. Moderna's vaccine is regarded as a strong contender, but the company has never brought a successful drug to market. Manufacturers are told that only profits would encourage them to take the necessary risks because vaccine development is very expensive and there is no way of knowing if they are putting their money on a winning horse. More recently, the manufacturers also justified the high costs by comparing them to the expenses that could be prevented if or when the virus is contracted. So if this logic is applied to a successful COVID-19 vaccine, then it will be disastrous. If this logic is applied, then the economic value of COVID-19 vaccine will be trillions of dollars, even if the expense to a company was only $1 billion. So that's like 1,000 times return on investment. COVID-19 has shut down several businesses, resulting in a record high unemployment. And the medical consequences of a severe case of COVID-19 means weeks of highly expensive intensive care. And also, while setting prices, the drug companies do not acknowledge, that is, they do not count in the funding or the research help they got while developing their products. Countries such as Britain has a straight approach when it comes to drug pricing. A British national body does a cost-benefit analysis regarding the price at which a new drug is worth. Health authorities then use that information to negotiate with the drug maker on price and to develop a national reimbursement scheme. AstraZeneca is another top competitor in the COVID-19 vaccine race, and it has promised something to the Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority, which is a US Department of Health and Human Services. It is also called as BARDA. So this AstraZeneca has promised up to $1.2 billion for commercializing the vaccine derived from research at the Oxford University. Now, this is a project that Serum Institute of India is also a part of. We do not know the exact business deals between a manufacturer and their respective governments, but we do know that when a drug company wants to see profit, it will end up costing us. Drug companies do deserve a reasonable profit for taking up this urgent task of creating vaccine for a very new infection, but we also deserve affordable vaccine. The World Health Organization helps countries like India with the supply of vaccines. Thus, the central government can give funding to the state government from the Prime Minister Relief Fund, or they can get funding from IMF and give to states. Being a democratic country, and especially with Tamil Nadu state elections coming up and all, the government will definitely procure vaccines and distribute it for free or for very low cost. Again, 1,000 rupees is not much for all, but for most it is a huge deal. So before these vaccines, before these invaluable COVID-19 vaccines hit the markets, it should be discussed about and the price should be fixed. If not, we will end up paying a huge deal for COVID-19 vaccines.